Hi everyone, we are at Miami Beach. My name is Laszlo, and this is a review on the 2017 Moses lineup. We have been riding this gear for about 2 months now, so we have first-hand experience which component is working with what. I'm going to talk to you first about the mast, then about the wings, and about the boards, because all these components is making what is best for foiling. So let's start first with the mast. This year, as a lot of other companies, Moses also came up a whole new line of masts. They started with the 41 centimeter mast, then behind me there's a 71 centimeter mast. Here you can see the workhorse of the FLUENTE, and back you can see the 111 centimeter. I forgot to mention the Vorace mast, the 101, which is part of the sport package that Moses has. Now really the most important difference between all this gear, that between 41 and 101 they are coming with the same construction, which is they got a new profile of the mast. Basically what they did, they reshaped this mast and they make it more hydrodynamic, so these masts are stiffer and faster. There is a big difference because they came out with a very competitive one, the Comet one, 111. That's a more expensive one as well because the entire foil is made out of high modulus carbon. So it is stiffer and lighter than the rest of it. But nevertheless, whatever you see it from 41 to 101 is a big jump, and it's an absolutely amazing product. So what is really the advantage of the 41 centimeter mast? I personally learned on the 100 centimeter mast, but then when I was trying the 41, I had to appreciate a lot of things. One of the things is that it makes the whole approach much safer. When you go in with a long mast, this whole thing is underneath you. You are kicking around the wing and the mast, and it has a lot of sharp edges, and you can injure yourself. You can really cut yourself. With the 41 centimeter, everything is very nicely tucked up at the surface. You can move the board around very easily. You can step on the board. The board feels like not something anchored to the bottom of the ocean, but it is moving very soft and easy. And when you put yourself up on the board, it glides very easily. At the same time, the easy gives you, with the 548 front wing, very early planning, and also teaches you to keep the foil into the water and not ride up. And controlling the height when you are learning and overall in hydrofoiling is probably the most important thing. As soon as you are coming out of the water, you will obviously fall, but these falls are going to be from 41 centimeter. It is not going to be from 100 centimeter, which is going to hit you way more. So I love the 41. It has been a great addition to the lineup, and we are teaching here in Miami hydrofoiling, and I see people who has been riding or trying to kite surf for about 3 months, and I already gave them, and they are able to go up and down with this one and have a ton of fun on it. Okay, so moving from 41, next stop is 71. So why on earth you would need a 71 centimeter mast? I mean, that was, the question for me. Why do I need this thing? Until I tried it. And we tried it here in Miami, and most of the time, we are in between tides, and it is very difficult to ride the waves close to the shore. But the 71 gave us so much fun. It is just incredible how much fun we got out on this one. The 41 is really nice. You learn on it, you understand how to control, but it is not really like a fun setup to ride for fun. The 71, on the other hand, has a ton of control because the mast is still very short. It enables you to go out very close to shore, so you can use it in shallow water, and the control over the foil is just tremendous. So we have a lot of fun on the 71. And the other thing that the 71 doubles up, that we began to do also wake foiling behind the boat. So we generate, like with the wake surfer, a nice wake, and then the 71 turned out to be the optimal size that we have the best feel of the wake and the best gliding ability on the wake. So I do recommend for everyone, it's a great addition. If you are foiling in areas where you are dealing with the tide, that's a great thing to have in your quiver, and it doesn't cost too much. Now let's speak about then the FLUENTE, which is the workhorse of the 2017 Moses lineup. The FLUENTE is 91 centimeter. And I was telling you about, that the 41 is giving you, the shorter the mast, the more control you have, the longer the mast, it is more difficult to master hydrofoiling. And I would say, if someone is coming into hydrofoiling, the 91 centimeter FLUENTE, or overall or general 91 centimeter mast, and a lot of other companies are going with this size, is probably the golden middle, because you have ample of control over the foil, but at the same time this is able to give you a good height that you can comfortably pass even high chop. The FLUENTE set up with the 550 front wing and the 325 back wing, this is the 330 back wing, is giving you an amazing ride. You will be able to start planing at 7 to 8 knots, and you can push your ride over 30 knots. It is coming, all the foils are coming with the same fuselage, which is giving you a very nice pitch stability, and the wings, the 550, giving you a very nice roll stability. And because this is a very light setup, this is actually weighing, with everything included, 2.4 kilograms. And this 2.4 kilograms, when you are jumping, when you are doing rotational tricks, you feel extremely light, and you are able to pull off those jumps. At the same time, if you are turning on a wave, you are able to put it into the pocket, you are able to find the nicest curve of the wave, and you are able to glide out on it. So it is a fantastic setup. If you are undecided and you don't really know which way you want to go, you don't know, okay, I'm a free rider or a freestyler, or I want to go to, do some races, then probably the best thing is to go with the 91 centimeter FLUENTE setup. However, if you think that, okay, well, I want to be probably the fastest on the beach, then you want to go with the 101 Vorace wing. And the Vorace wing is coming with the 558 front wing and the 380 back wing, the same fuselage, and that is basically called the sport package. Again, the same construction as the 41, 71, 91. It's longer, obviously 10 centimeter longer than the FLUENTE setup. The control over the foil will be a little bit more difficult compared to the FLUENTE. However, this Vorace is a beautiful setup. If you are putting this together with the T60 board, you have a fantastic time. Here we are. This is the Comet 111. Those of you who have been following the race events can see that racers are actually going for longer masts, and you are thinking, okay, well, if I really want to go fast, I will need a 111 centimeter mast. And you are kind of right, but at the same time, on the FLUENTE or on the Vorace, you can get into 30 knots of speed, which is actually, when you are starting out hydrofoiling, is really a lot of speed. On the other hand, the 111 is 111 centimeters. So you can imagine that when you are getting on this thing, then the control, it will act, the foil, the fuselage and the wing will act like an anchor. So to be able to control that, you need experience. So if you are coming into the sport, I do recommend to keep the, these gradual, step ups from the easy, the 71 or the 71 to the 101 or the 71 to the 111 Comet. This is a full-blown race setup. This setup actually just came back from La Ventana and it did really great. It is coming with the Comet board, which is the shape. The world champion Maxime Nochet is using the same setup. Now, what is different from this one compared to all the others? Because when you are opening up the catalog and looking at the website and you are scared about the prices, why is it so much more expensive? Well, the reason that you can see even from the texture of this one, that it is made of high modulus carbon fiber, which is stiffer and will be lighter than the regular setup, and all the wings are made out of those high modulus carbon fiber. It means that the whole entire foil will be extremely stiff, but at the same time you are able to go very fast with it. Now, it is very important to emphasize, which was like a super big surprise for me, because I was going on a low aspect wing and I wasn't able to foil, or it was very difficult to foil for me. And then I was deciding, okay, well, let me just try the 111 if I can do the same thing with the same kite that I was using. And to my biggest surprise, this foil is generating so much speed that it is working on the apparent wind, and I was actually having a blast on this one while I wasn't able to, or barely able to, make a low aspect foil. So it's a phenomenal setup. If you are thinking about getting racing, I really recommend it. It has the front wing is the, I don't know if you guys can see it, is the 600A. It is, as you can see, it has a very wide outline, and it has a very high aspect as well, but it is extremely stiff. And the back wing is also very high aspect. It is the S388, which is going to have the front wing, but because it has so the shape of the shape of the wings are created so efficiently, it is actually going with extreme speed. With this one, obviously you will get, to 35 or even more knots that you can achieve on this one. So let's talk about the wings. That makes our ride for this year. To have a Moses came up with a lot of nice in the Moses lineup 3 boards for you. My personal favorite is the T40. As I told you before, step up for this year.